It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks, next on Madden Football.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A give running right is Hall.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out, the former Jet, playing against his ex-team, the 39th overall pick in 2013, drafted by those Jets, Geno Smith.
Didn't exactly cover himself in glory during his time with the Jets, 11-18 as a starter. Almost wonder if not going in the first round and having to come back that second day at the draft was a precursor about what was going to happen with him with the Jets. Plenty of talent, great mind, a football gym rat, but it never came all together while he was in New York.
And now he's on the other side.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Back to Walker on first down.
Dances by him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers going to throw.
This completes a Corley.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. To throw is Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Left side complete to Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Yeah, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. A quick throw out to Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Geno. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rodgers now to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have regained the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career. That's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
On the counter, it's Walker. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the gun on third down, Smith.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
He'll find Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Geno now to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So we have reached halftime with a